became a consumer. Didn't know what this company was, or really, but I enjoyed the product. And so I went along like that for about 6 months or so. That was about a little over a year ago. And then another day, my wife hands me something else. And maybe many of you know it. It's called the foam cleanser. And so she said, here, why don't you try this? She had just started using it like a week before. And she said it was amazing. So I said, well, what is it? It's foam cleanser. She said it's a kind of soap. So I put a little amount on my fingers, almost like the amount that you put on toothpaste. And I started, washing my face with instead of soap at nighttime. And actually, my family and I also have some kind of inclination, or we're very likely to get some kind of a skin cancer in my family. And for about a year before this, I had some new growths under my eye, my left eye. They weren't pimples, they weren't acne or anything, I know what those are. But they were these growths that were coming out. And actually I found with the foam cleanser that after like 2 or 3 weeks, they really started to reduce to almost nothing. And so not only was I feeling like really refreshed and clean, but I really was enjoying that, and I stopped using soap completely. And that was like, wow, that was an eye-opener. Well, that's pretty good. So I was a real happy consumer with my toothpaste and toothbrush and with my foam cleanser. And my wife basically told me that because of the foam cleanser, she decided to try some other products. One of them was the eye cream. Now, I always remember every time she ran out of eye cream, she made me run to the store with her in the car, and she always went to Shiseido, and we spent $80 or $100 for the eye cream. And she said, this stuff is better than that, and it's only $17. And so I said, oh, I'm an even more happy consumer. I'm a happy husband. And so, okay, so, and at that time, she actually decided to become a president of her own company with Atomy. And so, I just kind of watched. I was still a happy consumer. And she was using these products, and she started to have me use some of these other ones, but I was just a happy consumer going along for a couple months. And then something happened to me that really changed my mind and opened my mind up, and even my heart. So, November 28th, I had my flu shot, which I have every year, and went to, I think it was a Walgreens or whatever, had the flu shot late at night just before dinner, and the next morning I woke up, and I had these very itchy ankles and very itchy wrists, and very itchy a little red. And by lunchtime, my whole body was all red. It was all a rash, a whole body rash, and I even had hives and very itchy. And so I went back to the pharmacist, and I called the doctor and everything, and anyway, they said, well, just take this over-the-counter Benadryl. It takes away the itchiness. I don't know if any of you use that kind of thing. And so I did, and they said, double the dosage. You're probably really itchy right now. I said, I'm very itchy. I mean, I was scratching as the hours were going on. So I took a double dose of Benadryl about 3 in the afternoon or so, and I took a couple doses. But by 11 o'clock at night, my next dose was due, and I did take them, but I'm still kind of itchy. And so much so, and very hot, that I basically started passing out. EMT came. Won't tell you all the details. The bottom line was, my wife had told me, why don't you take Hemoheme? Does everybody know Hemoheme? Yeah. It's the herbal supplement that's good for your immune system. And she said, why don't you take this Hemoheme? And even after the EMTs left, I'm a pretty stubborn, actually, person. And I still resisted, take the Hemoheme. So I said, no, they said I'm all right, I just have to wait. They told me I'd wait 1 week or 10 days and it'll all go away. That's what everybody told me. So what did I do? I suffered until the next afternoon, Benadryl, still itchy, still red, and then my wife gave me that look that only a Korean woman can give anybody. And it was like, take the Hemoheme. And I took it. And the amazing thing was, within a day and a half, after taking several of the Hemoheme, it all went away. And so it was like, wow, that's amazing, because they said it would take a week or 10 days. So suddenly my mind opened up, and I said, hey, maybe I should look into this Atomy, because these products are incredible. I already like the toothpaste, the foam cleanser, saving money on the cosmetics, and now, this really, really terrible situation for my health, it made me think. So what I did was, that was November, and so December, of course, everything is shut down because of Storm Sandy. I said, I'm going to look into this. So I started studying about the company and the products and everything. And actually, my background is that I've been a business consultant for ventures for the last, a long time, but for my own company for 12 years. And all my clients were in the life sciences. They were trying to make drugs. They were trying to make medical device products. I was able to help them sometimes raise money. But these guys, I had been working for some companies 5-7 years, they still didn't have a product, right? Yeah, research and development, and they were getting money and everything. But, I was very interested in health business, and I was, especially the last 3 or 4 years, trying to do health business, but I was helping other people. And I had already in my mind said, these guys are taking forever. And the other thing was that, I had a long history in business where, I was with a big corporate company and had a great career track, but then, certain things happened, September 11th, okay? I had moved into e-business, and then suddenly all the business went away, like that, because our customers, half of them were banks in New York, and they closed down, okay? So I had stock options and different things, but that didn't work out. So I started my own company, different things, and then 2008 hit. What was that? The financial crisis, right? I had built up some contracts with the state and with some universities. All the money went away. Even my clients couldn't get any more money. So it was like, what do you have to do to make a living in this day and age? So that was my mindset. And actually, I had 3 or 4 times rebuilt the business by trying to get new contracts, this and that and the other thing. Now, just before the flu incident, Sandy came, right? So I just started to get back up with my business, and then Sandy came, and my clients had roofs off their houses, they had flooded basements, all my new business development meetings went away. I didn't have meetings again for 3 months, even February or something like that. So I'm in there December looking at this thing, and I'm saying, this is serious stuff. I'm very interested in it. So I really basically committed myself as of January 1st that I was going to do Atomy business. And so what happened was that my wife, who is already in Atomy business, and she convinced me finally to recruit me as her business partner. So now I'm fully committed to be in the business of Atomy, and like you, I'm out there sharing the benefits of the product, loving the vision, getting some rejections, more rejections than acceptances, because people have different minds. Sometimes it's family members that aren't the most open-minded, right? Sometimes the people that I think are going to be interested, they're not, they cancel meetings. But sometimes I find people that, I didn't even expect. Let's go to one more place. Let's talk to one more people. And for some reason, that's the person with the open mind. So, like you, I'm believing in the business. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of hard work. But the thing I love about it is that I wanted to help people's life. One is health, right? The health of the products, and especially the cancer. There's a lot of cancer in my family. So the hemoheme and everything, that really is incredible. And I've introduced it to cousins who are nurses that have immune problems and different people, trying to help them. And so that makes me feel great. And then from the income side, I saw my wife over the months getting checks. So something's working here, and still getting checks and getting more checks, which is really nice. Because I'm hearing from friends, a lot of friends lost jobs. Some of them were with companies, some of them were lawyers. I have friends that are doctors now that are worried about the new health policies where they're going to have to be basically an employee because they really can't keep up with the technology. So, so many things are happening in the economy, it's hard to get a job. And where can you try to earn this much money, right? With you being in control. And it's all about your own effort, not about what the boss thinks. I'm getting tired of the boss, right? And so it's all up to my own effort. So right now I'm one of you guys. I'm not just the MC. I'm not just a husband of the Atomy president. I'm now a partner in the Atomy business. And so I thank Atomy for everything. And I thank you for coming tonight.